Welcome back to another video. And today, pretty much, I just wanted to talk about the whole Kyrie getting canceled, Kanye getting canceled, and all that shit that's pretty much going on with that, and just pretty much my thoughts on it, really. Because I watched an interesting video on TikTok just recently, like literally just right now, about Shannon Sharp. He was talking about the whole controversy, pretty much saying like, why aren't we, subjective to to the same amount of, standard as like other race people other than African American or just dark skin in general, like doing or saying like crazy ass shit and then not getting canceled for it, or just not getting any type of backlash for it, or not getting enough as they should, right? Like, how pretty much he was saying about how President Trump was talking about like the Jews and saying a bunch of crazy shit about them, and saying about just about a whole bunch of other like minorities and stuff like that, right? And he pretty much got no type of backlash for it, really. And yeah, he's the president. I mean, I guess you can use that argument, but it's sort of weird, right? Not even it being like a race thing, but you can definitely make a case for it. But I just don't like using like the whole racial term, because if you really don't have a concrete argument for it, I don't think you could just blurt it out. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to help your point be stronger. But it's a very sensitive topic though, because you really can make a case for it in a way, but it's very weird. I don't know. Pretty much like Kanye, in my opinion, how I feel about Kanye and pretty much the stuff that he says sometimes is that I feel like Kanye is a really just misunderstood person. Like, he says a lot of crazy shit, that he needs to like chill out. Like, freedom of speech is a thing, but like, come on, dog, you gotta calm down with some of the shit you said. Like the shit with the Jews and all that stuff, that shit's kind of wild sometimes. And with the George Floyd thing, like he had like fentanyl in his system and stuff like that, and that's the reason why he died. And he said a whole bunch of other just crazy stuff. And he tried to apologize, but it was the worst apology I've ever seen, dog. Like, I'm not even gonna show it, but you can just go look it up on like a Reddit or something, or Twitter. I'm sure it's there. Worst thing I've ever seen. It was awful, terrible. So, and then about with the Kanye thing, pretty much I'm pretty sure it was a movie that he shared, right? He like took a picture and posted it on Twitter of the movie that he was watching. It's pretty much saying like how the Hebrews were black. I'm pretty sure it was a movie. And that right there, they were saying like it's all anti-Semitic and shit like that, talking about like the Jews and everything like that, and pretty much him pretty much knocking them and stuff like that. But in reality, I don't personally, I don't feel like it was anti-Semitic. People think it is, but I don't really think it was. I think it was just him expressing his feelings about the whole situation. Because if you're like historical reasons and shit like that, you can make a case for saying like the Hebrews are black. Like, the movie isn't made just to fuck around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing, right? And I feel like if Kyrie pretty much, Kyrie stands on what he, feels about, what he feels strongly about, he stands on it 100%. And you can see that in multiple cases. Kyrie has has donated, I'm pretty sure, millions of dollars to charities. Like, I've seen him donate $200,000, $300,000, a couple, like $125,000 here and there to these different charities and these other organizations that he deeply cares about. He's helped so many lives in so many different countries, so many families in poverty, so many just people in general with the amount of wealth that he has, and he's using it for a good cause and shit that he actually believes in. And for people to try to, give him this amount of backlash for the shit he genuinely believes in and stuff like that, and calling him all anti-Semitic and saying this, that, and the third about him, is just blasphemous to me. It's genuinely shocking to me that people like speak so strongly about stuff like that when they really don't try to look at it from the other person's perspective and pretty much what they've done with their money, and not even with the money, just what they've done with their time. Like, a Kyrie, he is a millionaire, multi-millionaire, or like one of the most famous NBA players of all time. This motherfucker could do anything he wants with his money. Can you watch out, man? He could do anything he wanted with his wealth. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. He could fuck off and go anywhere if he wanted to, but he chose to use his wealth to help people and to donate to things that he strongly believe in that would actually help, change the world in a certain aspect. Literally, you can go on Twitter and find all the stuff I'm talking about. I literally seen it. I forgot to screenshot it, and I could show it, but I just forgot. I saw literally all the stuff that he's done with the amount of money, all the organizations he's donated to, and all that stuff. He's done so much with his money, and for people to just throw that to the side, like, oh, fuck that, who gives a shit? We only care about the bad stuff. It's just so weird how people just gravitate towards negative energy and just fucking just mass produce that shit and just throw it all on Twitter, and everybody fucking is you know what I'm saying, flocking to that shit like they're just one fucking hive mind. No one has actual thoughts and feelings for themselves. They just go along with what's trending. Oh, this has 50K likes on Twitter. Man, I better fucking retweet this and feel the same way instead of having my own thoughts and opinions on it, because I don't want to receive any type of backlash in the comments or whatever the hell, because people are scared of conflict, especially on the internet. Everyone wants to be liked by everybody, and that's the problem. Like me, I could care fucking less. Kanye said a lot of crazy shit that he needs to, you know, atone for. I agree 100% with people if they say shit like that, but canceling him and Kanye losing literally, I'm pretty sure every sponsor and all that, like all the deals he had, all the contracts he had are just gone. I think that's kind of crazy, honestly. It kind of reminds me of the Johnny Depp thing whenever they were doing that with him with the whole Amber Heard thing, and he lost like all his deals and shit like that, but Dior stayed with him and shit like that. Like I'm pretty sure like Dior was like the only one that stayed with him and shit like that. But I don't know if there's any like company that stayed with Kanye during all this shit. But who fucking cares? Kanye's like a fucking billionaire. What does it matter? But that's not really the point I'm making. It's just that I think we really need to look at what people are saying rather than just going off our first fucking reaction that goes into our brain. We really need to sit and watch, maybe even watch what they said or read what they said multiple times to really try to understand where they're coming from before we even make like some type of outlandish claim and shit like that. And the fact that they find this man $500K, they find Kyrie $500,000 is fucking insane to me. $500,000 for like for the shit that he shared that he strongly believes in. It's not like no crazy ass shit that he literally just showed the picture of the movie. He didn't even do no fucking crazy shit. No nut ass shit, no nothing. He just showed the fucking shit and then get this motherfucker out of here. So yeah, I want to show what Shannon Sharp said in this video. Right? He talked for around like a minute and a half. Even if I didn't, I probably showed it maybe early in the video to just get it in there. But if not, it'll be right here. And I really want you guys to see what he says because it makes a lot of sense.
I don't speak for everybody in the black community, but let me tell you why some of the black people are rallying behind Kyrie and Kanye. It says that because when blacks have a misstep, it seems like we suffer the harshest penalties. It seems like other groups offend blacks, and they never suffer the penalty that Kyrie and Kanye have suffered. It seems like to us, a lot of us, not all, a lot, some of us, a large portion of us, is that black are bound by shackles. We're held more accountable for our actions and our words, where our counterparts are with cobwebs. They're easily brushed aside. Shannon, he apologized. He or she said they were sorry. Why can't we get the same benefit of the doubt? Kyrie was wrong, but I believe Kyrie was wrong, but I also can believe the punishment was excessive. After what President Trump has said about the American Jews versus the Israeli Jews and what he's tweeted and what he's posted, and he ain't got canceled yet. So don't give me that if this would have happened, if that would have happened, because we've seen in instances when they have done things, they've never been canceled. And that's what we do. They cancel us, no questions asked. There's not enough apology. Kyrie can get on his bended knee. He can come to the people in the most humble way he know how. Bow head, humble heart, and bent knee. And that's still not enough for some.
So yeah, that's pretty much my my reasoning for making this video and just wanted to talk about this, because what he says actually makes a lot of sense. It makes you think about yeah, that is true. That actually does happen a lot. And it's sad that it does happen in today's, society. It's sad. It's really sad, bro, that perspective isn't a thing anymore. It's just money and say what I like or you're done is pretty much what's today. That's what it is. It's sad. And I don't know. That's pretty much my whole take on it. That's just my feelings about the whole thing. It's very strange. I don't know. If you guys have any different type of opinions or anything like that, or you want to talk about it, we can just have a little back and forth or just talk about it in general in the comments or anything like that. I have my Discord server in the link if you want to talk about anything. Yeah, I have all my links in the description, Twitch, Twitter, all that stuff. If you want to, do anything, you want to contact me in any way, everything will be in the description. We are on the road to 500 subs. I just want to say thank you guys for, the recent support on the channel in the past few months. We have been growing at a crazy rate. I just want to say thank you guys so much. And yeah, in the last video, I just wanted to try something different with the whole gameplay in the background and talk. The video didn't do the greatest in the universe. It didn't do terrible either. It's just, I just wanted to try something different, and because, I don't know, just wanted to see how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and press that red button if you want to see more content from me. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. See you guys next one. Peace.